Hi everyone, welcome back to Dazza's Tips and Adventures. Been a while since I've actually posted anything, but anyhow. Today we're going to show you how to do a wheelbarrow tyre. One of these little things. They're actually really easy to do. So obviously I removed it from the wheelbarrow already. It was a 13mm nut, so I need a 13mm socket with a 12mm spanner to hold it on. Once you got it off, grab the axle. Put the axle in the vise. That's the axle. Put it in the vise. Grab the tyre. Put it back onto the axle. Put it onto the axle like so. And then all we're going to do is put some lube in there and a tyre lever. I'll get that shortly. Alright. I just had to start it. So you can see I've got the lever in there. Onto the axle. And then you just round, and then she comes off. Once she's off, and you can pull the tube out, which I'll pull out shortly. I need both hands for that. It is worth noting, if you're going to repair the tube, is mark the valve onto the tyre, see where the valve is. So if you pump the tube up, you'll find out where the leak is. Where the leak is, it should be something in the tyre, if it's still in there. That's the easiest way to find the area the repair foreign objects gone through to the tyre. But either way, you still need to check the whole tyre. Tube out of the tyre. There's the tube there, and this tube will not be repaired. One, the valve's been broken off. Two, it's creased. So these creases are caused by the tube being too big for the tyre, and they fold over like so. After time, they actually fail through these crease. You can also see, this is a really good one for a beginner, all these little bits of rubber that are stuck in the tyre. They made indentations in the tube. If I could blow this up, I almost guarantee you that's where the hole is. So, one of these has rubbed through. So make sure the inside of the tyre is clean. That's what I pulled out, the little bits of rubber. That's what I pulled out of the tyre. And that is what's caused those little indentations. And you can see just here, there's one still stuck to the tyre. I'll pull it off. There's an indentation. There's a little bit of rubber. Alright, now I've cleaned it out, I'll put the new tube in. Starting at the valve, always put the valve in first. You can go to your local tyre shop and buy new tubes, but I'm going to be honest with you, you're better off going to Bunnings. That tube there cost me $7 at Bunnings. If you go to a tyre shop, IMEX retail, we would charge you 25 bucks. Yeah, there is money in tubes. Alright, once you've got the tube unpacked, make sure you've got it facing up correctly. So the valve, this is a JS2 valve, and they need to face upwards, so I'll go through the hole just in there, and it'll face up. If you put them upside down, one, you won't be able to inflate it, and two, when you start inflating it, they'll just pull the valve through, and you're going to have to stab it to get the tube out. You don't want to do that to a new tube. So they do go in one way. So the small little rubber valve, you'll see small little straight rubber valves, even they go up one way. You can work it out when you lay it out flat like this. You'll see which way it points up. Alright, so I've got the valve in there. Here's a little valve. Hello little valve, how are you? Oh, I'm fine, thank you. Alright, also be careful when you put the tube in. Yes, you're stuffing the tube in there, but make sure you don't twist it. If you twist it, you'll end up with those creases, and it will fail later on. Alright, I've got it pretty much self on there now, it won't come off. But see, little bites. Take little bites. And just leave it across. might need, see if I can put that there, push it down on the other side. There you go, she's on. You might need to push down because that's where the bead sits. You need to push the bead down into the well so it goes on. Wheelbarrow tyres are pretty easy. And then the last little bit, let's push it on. Now when you go to inflate it, you need to make sure if you can see a line around here, that it's nice and even. Just put a little bit of air in it just to get it up. I'll show you shortly. Once it's up, stop putting air in it. Make sure it's nice and even. You can just see the line just there. See that line? Make sure it's nice and even, and then you can continue floating to full pressure. Alright, I've charged the compressor. I've got the chuck on. Do not put your head over this when you're inflating, please. I had a lady many years ago when I was working at a tyre shop I will not name. She came in and asked if she could use the air to inflate her sack trolley tyre, little 408. I said, yeah, you're right, I want me to do it. She goes, no, I'm not stupid, I can do it. So she sat there and I watched her, and I was about to go over there and help her because she was there for some time. Next minute, boom, the tyre come flying off the rim and flew across the workshop, and she was on her ass, bawling her eyes out. And I said, how much pressure did you have in there? She goes, it said 110. I'm like, it's only supposed to have 20 psi max, not 110. Yeah, so obviously she destroyed that tyre. Anyhow, so I've got it all hooked up. I'll put some air in it. Just do little bits at a time. Alright, see how it's coming up? Starting to come up. I'll just stand back a little bit. Alright, so she's up on this side. There's a little bit to go here. Well, I just want to flip it over, make sure the other side is okay before I go too far. Alright, I've just stood it up so I can have a good look at it. It's looking okay. Remember, put lube on it. Look at that. See that? She's coming off. Alright, let's stop inflating it. Let's deflate it because it's going to fail. So I've been trying to centralise this tyre a little bit. She will not go. See here? It's coming. You can see that line I was telling you about. See, it wants to pull away. This has got about 5 psi on it. If I keep going, that is going to blow. So this tyre is US. I'm going to have to buy a new tyre. It came already on the rim. I think it's about $70 from Bunnings. Can't remember. I haven't got the receipt on me. But tyre rim already pumped up, ready to go. So yeah, we'll just go with that, eh? Thanks for watching. Yeah, I'll put some gas up soon. Promise. Bye.